Hello, I'm Pastor Jeremy Combs, and we're going to pause for a proverb. Let's go. Proverbs chapter 9 and verse 6 says, "Forsake the foolish and live. Go in the way of understanding." In the 1993 NCAA Division II Track and Field Championships, runners were taking part in the 6.2-mile run when something very unusual happened. One of the runners accidentally took a wrong turn towards the end of the race. Soon almost everyone began to run the wrong way. A man by the name of Mike Delicavo, who was also running, noticed the mistake and tried to get the other runners to turn around the right way. Only 4 runners listened to him as the rest continued following the pack the wrong way. Boy, isn't that the way things go? Here we are admonished to forsake the foolish and to live. To be foolish means to be silly, to be roomy. A fool thinks he can do whatever he wants, whenever he wants to do it. It's a dangerous and it's really a silly way to live. Be careful not to follow him because he'll lead you in the wrong path. If you forsake the foolish, the alternative route is, what is it? It's the way of understanding. This path is marked very clearly, but you must be wise enough to follow it every step of the way. So let's do as Solomon advises us today and forsake the foolish way and live in the way of understanding. Next verse, verse 7, "He that reproveth a scorner getteth to himself shame, and he that rebuketh a wicked man getteth himself a blot." Wisdom is not only knowing what to say, but it's also knowing when to say it. In fact, sometimes the wisest thing we can say is, that's right, absolutely nothing. Here we find 2 individuals in life that are easy to become entangled with in petty squabbles and in ugly, bitter fights. The first is called the scorner. Now, the scorner means to make mouths at. This is the idea of he always has something to say, and by the way, he always wants to have the last word too. His endlessly running his mouth can cause somebody to lose their temper, which in so doing also causes them to lose their good testimony too. Reprove here in this verse, we're supposed to reprove him, means to chastise, literally with blows. Though we may have the right advice, the scorner causes us to sometimes err out of emotions. And so when we reprove the scorner, we come to blows and anger, we get to ourselves shame. The next person up is about rebuking the wicked man. The wicked man is the guy that is set in his own ways. You can argue with him, that's the word for rebuke, but it's only going to lead you into saying something foolish yourself. Reason with them, oh yes, pray for them, but never be pulled into their heated discussions. It's been said that silence is golden, so let's invest in gold today. Let's do one more together, shall we? Verse number 8, "Reprove not a scorner, lest he hate thee. Rebuke a wise man, and he'll love thee." A scorner is someone who always wants to be right. He only sees the world through the lens of his own conceit. The warning is given not to reprove a scorner. The idea is just, let's not argue with him. Well, why not? Because you're fighting a battle you will never win. The problem for the scorner is not what is right, don't miss this, but who is right. So he will hate anyone who will try to make him look wrong, even if the truth is against him. A wise person is concerned with what is right, and of course that would be truth. What happens to be right, them or someone else, to them would be inconsequential. They receive a rebuke, the wise person does, because they want to learn, and therefore they'll be better for it. By the way, reprove and the word rebuke are the same Hebrew word in this verse. The difference is how it is perceived and how it is received. So, how do you handle being told what is right? Do you immediately get angry and fight, or do you listen and do you receive what may be a very helpful correction? God reproves and rebukes us daily. Will you listen and learn from him today? Hey, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.